to Little India, an ethnic neighborhood that lies to the east of the Singapore River.
In 1822, Sir Stamford Raffles drew up the Raffles Town Plan of Singapore, which segregated the different races living in Singapore.
The Chinese lived in Chinatown, the Malays lived in Kampong Glam, and the Indians lived in Chulia Kampong. However, after some time, Chulia Kampong became overcrowded and the Indians moved into a district nearby.
This district is known as Little India today.
The word Serangoon came from the Malay phrase Serang dengan gang, meaning to scare away with gongs. In the past, travelers used to beat drums and gongs to protect themselves from wild animals in the area, thus calling the area Serangoon.
Serangoon attracted settlers because of its rivers. Crops like rice could be grown on the fertile land there. Cattle could be reared because of abundant water and grass. Being near the main roads, Serangoon was very accessible.
In the past, Little India was mainly a residential area for the Indians. Many Indians left Little India and moved to the new HDB flats in the 1960s and 70s. Thus, Little India evolved into a commercial area and tourist attraction.
In 1989, Little India's significance as a part of Singapore history was recognized when it was made a conservation site. Little India includes Serangoon Road, Cabal Road, Buffalo Road, Racecourse Road, Dunlop Street, Campbell Lane, and the Hastings Road areas.
Little India shop houses are mostly chop houses, which are buildings consisting of a shop front on the ground level and accommodation on the second or third level. Each chop house used to house about 200 residents. This brought about claustrophobic living conditions and poor sanitation.
We are at our very first stop, Tekka Market. Bamboo plants known as tekka in Hokkien once grew abundantly on the banks of Rochor Canal. Hence people named it Tekka Market when it was built in 1915.
The ground floor consists of a wet market and hawker center. All kinds of cuisine can be found here. The second floor consists of shops selling traditional Indian costumes such as the sari, Buddhism paraphernalia, and other hardware.
Many small shops selling flower garlands, Indian sweets, and jewelry can also be found along the streets of Little India. Indians use flower garlands for weddings, funerals, welcoming guests of honor, and honoring deities. Indian parrot astrologers can also be seen setting up booths by the streets.
When you visit Little India, don't forget to try some Indian sweets as well. Komala Villas is a good shop to get some. Established in 1947 by Mr. Raju, long queues can always be seen forming outside the shop.
Look at the decorations on the streets. Diwali is just around the corner. There's even a Diwali festival bazaar set up just for the occasion. Many equipment, food and decorations needed for Diwali are sold here.
Now, let's move on to the Sri Veera Makaliamman temple. Dedicated to the Hindu goddess Kali, the goddess of power, it is the first temple built in Singapore to venerate goddess Kali.
It was built in 1855 by Tamil labourers who worked at the lime kilns that lined Kampong Kapor in the mid to late 19th century.
Even though Little India used to be a residential area for Indians, other non-Indian communities like the Straits Chinese used to live here as well. One of the last surviving Chinese villas in Little India would be the residence of Tan Teng Nya.
Tan Teng Nya, a wealthy Chinese businessman, built his 8-room villa for his wife in 1900.
The villa has many interesting features such as a courtyard, a gilded nameplate with calligraphic inscription, richly carved swinging doors, a bamboo-tiled roof, and calligraphic scrolls hanging in the living room. It has been restored and leased for commercial use.
The Leong Buddhist temple further proves that there were Chinese who lived in Little India in the past. Built in 1913 by Reverend Chu, a monk who came to Singapore from Fujian, China, it is one of the oldest Buddhist temples in Singapore. Buddhists who live in Little India used to pay respect to the Thousand Hands goddess here.
Little India was important to Singapore in the past and it still plays a significant role today. In the past, it was important as it was home to many immigrants from India. Living in a place familiar to them helped them to adapt to Singapore more quickly, developing a sense of belonging in them.
Little India is still important today as it is a portal for locals to understand and appreciate Indian culture. This helps to maintain racial harmony.
We've come to the end of the tour.
Goodbye!